Hello and welcome to AP European History. Great to come to you for a short video to just explain some of the summer assignment things that have been posted. I think at the end of the school year, we're all a little zoomed out, so I figured I'd make a 2-minute video, introduce myself, tell you what we might do in the first couple days of class, and open myself up to any questions that you guys have. The other debate I had with myself was, do I even want to do this so quickly at the end of the school year? I know we're all a little burnt out from the craziness, but I just wanted to at least make myself present and give you guys an opportunity to ask me any questions as we get thinking about next year. So, my name is Mr. Turner. I am your AP European History teacher. I'm talking to a lot of people out there, sophomores, juniors, seniors, some Brother Ice guys. It is just wonderful to have you in the course. Welcome to this basically elective that I applaud you guys taking. In revolutionary France, they had the people versus the public, the people being the educated. In the Soviet Union, they differentiated between the proletariat, the workers, and the intelligentsia, the intelligent, the educated. So, welcome to the upper ranks of Marion High School. We are the intelligentsia. We're putting ourselves out there, and we're going to learn about our world. So, what you're going to do this summer is 3 things. I'm going to talk about one in particular, and then the other 2 you really don't need to get started on until like a week before school starts. So the number 1 thing I want you to do before you come back, or maybe in this 2 months off, is to read. We got this crazy opportunity to be home, and we're stressed and whatever, but it is a good time to read. I personally picked up this crazy bad boy. It's about 1,400 pages of Napoleon's invasion of Europe. So I'm getting out there. I'm asking you guys to read 1 book before you come to class. On the assignment sheet, which is in your email and posted to the class page, or whatever, Marion's class page, you'll see I gave you 2 options. Number 1 is All Quiet on the Western Front, which is just, I think, an engaging read about the nature of warfare in World War I and why Europe got in and what it's all about. The other book is called Candide by a man named Francois-Marie Arouet, better known by his pen name Voltaire. It's an amazing book. It's sort of like the hinge on which the course centers. He wrote it during a period called the Enlightenment, and basically he just takes 90 pages and just sort of makes fun of everything that Europe believed in at the time. It's a great read. It's somewhat funny. It's an engaging story. And yes, you heard me correctly, it is 90 pages long. Not half bad. That would be my personal recommendation, as well as one of my favorites. If you think of any other book that you've considered reading, like ever, even tangentially related to the course, European history, I mean, please feel like you have the freedom to read it. All I ask is that you email me and say, hey, Mr. Turner, can I read this book instead? Or you could, if you're not interested in the 2 I said, email me something you're interested in. I will give you some recommendations just to get you thinking about European history over this long break. This is not something that you should be stressing about, just a book that you can take to the beach or on a long car ride if you don't get motion sickness, just to keep you thinking about history while we're out. About a week before school gets back, I'm going to ask you to do 2 other things. Number 1 is get a copy of the textbook. It is John P. McKay's History of Western Society. It's got this cute little 14-year-old Russian peasant girl. Hi. There are 2 other editions, the 12th and the 13th. Don't get them. They're going to be more expensive. It's not worth it. Buy that copy off somebody that you know. Find the Black Plague section, read it, outline it. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever that looks like to you, bullet points, ask a question, answer a question. I just kind of want to see where you're starting at as far as taking notes from a textbook. I know it's a little on the nose to be reading about the Black Plague. What can I say? It's relevant. It's a good setup. Read it. You'll enjoy it. Finally, at the bottom of the sheet, you will see a map of Europe. I will ask you, take a couple nights, find a website that quizzes you on the countries of Europe. Know that map. I'm going to throw a little map quiz towards you that first week of school. It just helps contextualize where everything is and just to see interactions between different places, because How are you supposed to know why they're partitioning Poland if you don't know the countries that border Poland? It just makes things easier later on. So come up with some mnemonic devices, things like Croatia is shaped like a C or Italy looks like a boot. Memorize that map, and in the words of Europeans, Bob's your uncle. You're good. So I'm at 5 minutes. I'm going to stop talking. This email is to just go through it, give you a place to reply to if you have any questions, and also give you a copy of the summer assignment if you had not already gotten it. My final thought is that if you could spread the word, maybe you know somebody else in the class and say, hey, did you check out Mr. Turner's email? Just letting everybody on the same page from the start would be amazing. So let me wrap up by saying this. So excited for the new course. It's a good one. I think we're going to have a great year, no matter what it looks like. I'm not even worried about what the fall is going to look like. You and I and the class are going to have a great time. So enjoy your summer. Hit me up if you need me. See you in August. Oh boy.